kills.
Grandpa Nooby reporting for duty with what were they thinking? And usually when I say what were they thinking, it comes out in a bad way. This one is good, I guess, depending on your point of view. Now we're used to in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and titles before, Activision releasing a new weapon or a special weapon or a new attachment to a weapon during an event or for a daily challenge or a weekly challenge. And that thing makes the weapon way overpowered. They soon come back and they nerf it so that the weapon is back into the normal flow of things. This just happened again with the D1.3 sector, the pizza gun. Man, those pizzas that it serves are absolutely astounding. And where was the buff? Well, the buff was to the Ricochet rounds. Previously, those rounds did absolutely nothing. 75 damage. You could hit somebody a couple of times, they'd stand there, laugh at you, and gack you. But now, with the 11 March update, the Ricochet rounds got a significant buff, meaning they went from 75 damage to 100 damage. They're now a one-shot kill, and that's equal to every one of the other rounds, I guess the default rounds and the exploding rounds. Exploding rounds are pretty good too. The deal with the Ricochet, though, is they're like exploding, fire and forget in some cases. If you see somebody behind a corner, if they're camping in an area where you're going to get knocked out for sure if you round that corner, well, you can bounce one of these things off a wall. They'll bounce around, they'll hit the guy, he is gone, he has bought the farm and you've sold it to him. He's bought a pizza from you. The other thing that they buffed was the dynamics and physics. So these things are bouncing around like an electron inside an empty boxcar. They are absolutely amazing. They have made this weapon so overpowered that it may be the best weapon in the game for small map. And I don't think that's too much of an overstatement. But let's look at the numbers. It says it goes out to 528.3 meters. I don't know, no way to test it. Before, I thought these numbers were really sus. You can see that it does 100 damage out to 409.3 meters. Fire rate is 68. I found the fire rate to be decent. That's more than one round a second. And you can see your handling statistics. Your sprint to fire is a brisk 140 milliseconds. The aim down sight speed is a brisk, again, 206 milliseconds. I used the long barrel, the crossbar. I didn't like the crossbar before, but it works well now. Of course, the Ricochet blade. If you're not going to use Ricochet, use the exploding ammo. These guys here, explosive blades. We got to call everything a blade because it's a cutter. It's another fire and forget. You can get the blade close to an enemy. If they have any damage at all, they'll explode. You can get multi-kills with it. But the Ricochet blades are amazing because they bounce around so much that you may have already been killed by the enemy, but you're going to see an afterlife because eventually the thing's going to bounce around and find your enemy. And I use the overclocked stock. Let's look at this weapon in the shooting range. Now you can't kill a dummy, at least he's the other man. You can't kill a dummy directly with this. As you can see, it's just bouncing off the dummy. But what I wanted to show you was how these things bounce. Let's see if we can shoot one off of the wall. You can see it going all the way down. Let's hit another one all the way down. So that's what they look like. Bouncing around looking for an enemy. They won't kill you. At least I haven't been killed by one. And they won't kill your friends. So let's take the newly buffed pizza gun, the D1.3 sector, onto the field of honor and see how it absolutely destroys enemies on a small map. We'll use stakeout. See how the enemies just fell. See how Grandpa smiled. Let's go. All right, let's get into this. You can see that we've already gotten it to gold by this time. You can also see that somebody's shooting pizzas. There's a blade that fell at the ground. It bounced off. He's using the Ricochet. It gacked Grandpa. So I'm going to see if I can return the favor. We got somebody shocked. Somebody else gacked him. Come on. It's Grandpa's shocked guy. See the blue hit markers? I thought that meant that they're wearing armor, and I don't see how they can wear armor in this game and domination. And there I'm switching to the ricochets. I was at the explodings. So tell Grandpa why I saw blue hit markers. I saw some last night too. Is there some way that we can put on armor these days and you're not in the kill order game? There are a couple of gacks. With this loadout, what you want to do is, yeah, if you can hit the person head on, that's always the best way. But you can also throw some rounds, some saw blades, some pizzas. You can serve up pizza into a room that you know somebody's in, and it's going to bounce around. And I'll show you a couple of ricochet kills because I got several of them in this game. Oh, what's this guy just sleeping? Santa's sleeping on the floor. There's a direct kill. Back up. Another direct. It's the best way, and I'm telling you, if you got the people lined up, you're going to get collapsed with this thing. That was a ricochet kill there. I just shot it into the room. I couldn't see the guy, but it came back and bounced off and hit old Skeletor right there. There he's down there sleeping again. I guess that's the Terminator with all of his skin burned off. Kind of scary looking dude. Somebody throws a charge at Grandpa. That's pretty rude. Also, with the exploding ammunition, you only get 5. With the ricochet, you get 8. Guys, got Grandpa snoozing behind the bed there. I think I was going for bloodthirsties here. It's a double kill because I needed those for dark matter. Well, I threw a bunch in there, reloaded, came back, continuing the romp. Here's where that was a ricochet kill there. And I'm throwing some more downrange. You can see we're absolutely merciless. There's a ricochet. And the streak ends.
I'm done. Get away.
I eat a grenade. But Grandpa's doing all he can to win this game. I don't like losing, that's for sure. There's a ricochet kill. I'll show it in slow motion. You can see the guy's hiding back there, so I just hit the wall. It came back and it gacked him. This thing is amazing. I mean, it is totally broken. The ricochet rounds, when they first came out, were worthless. But they are broken now that they've modded it. 11 March was the buff. And we lost. It's a pretty sad day. Grandpa put his heart and his pizzas into it. And best play of game. Grandpa's firing away. There's the ricochet kill. Another ricochet kill. And the final ricochet kill. Did you see it? Did you see the thing come back? I'll do it in slow motion. There it is, off the wall. Came back. And the Terminator got terminated. All right, we're going to continue. Another game. I played probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 games. I'll just show 2 because it gets the point across, but they were all about the same. Grandpa did quite well. This thing is broken, like I said. It is absolute meta. And you know what? If you're tired of those shoddy bros, the cheese meisters shooting cheese at you out of the shotguns, they don't know how to use any other gun, this one here deletes them. It just deletes them. And the fire rate is fantastic. Little shock charge on the rat there. We need some rat poison. You can see the Grandpa, I throw out an extra round a lot. Just get them bouncing around. Whereas he bounced me right into the ground there. It's that slider guy. Looks like he should be wearing his hunting jacket. Lady spraying and praying. She's looking good doing it. Turtle? When did they let turtles play? Shooting at my own team. just throwing out the rounds. If you can get the direct hit and it's easy to do with this, that's fine. But otherwise, you're going to get a lot of aftermarket gags. Oh. There she comes again. She wasn't spraying, nor was she praying. She was respawning, I guess. There's somebody sleeping behind the bed. There's a double kill right there. And by the way, they fixed this one shot, one kill error that's been going on for almost a month. And so getting it to dark matter, completely capable now, and it's only going to take a couple of games. There she is again, bless her heart. So we say down in the South, bless her heart, bless his heart. And that means a lot of different things coming from a Southerner. It might mean truly bless them, or you feel sorry for them, or the boy ain't right, bless his heart. Here's a Ricochet. And another, we finally won one. Well, this weapon is a killer. Let me know what you think about it. Your comments are always welcome, as is your like and your subscribe. It helps me, helps out the family. We get blessed play a game, and most of the games that I played using this thing, it is an absolute overpowered, I hope they don't buff it, beast. Have a good rest of the week. Cheers and peace to you.